welcome to a special
Live Rampage.
We got a live Rampage. Smart move, Tony. If you guys don't think Tony's trying to make sure he gets ahead of the game when it comes to WWE, he's doing his best. Now, was this a good show? It wasn't bad. But there was one person there that I'm going to be spotlighting. But let's get through all this first. You got Jon Moxley versus Madison Warner. I believe that's his name. From GCW. He won the Buckle, what was it called again? Buckle House? Or Buck House, sorry. The Buck House Battle Royal in the Ric Flair last match pay-per-view, as you already know. He showed up, they did a little vid pack about him, which was alright. And then we had the match, which was okay. I mean, both of them did well. Wasn't that bad. I did not expect Moxley's job here because they are doing the Quake in the Lake. I believe that's the name of it. They're getting the Quake in the Lake ready. There's no way he's jobbing there. But it was a good showing from Warner. I believe, Warner. It's a good showing from him. It wasn't bad. Now, Kateska versus Dolph Ziggler, or Nemes, his younger brother. I can't remember his first name. Don't see him much because I do not look at Elevation or Dark. So I'm not familiar with his name. I keep forgetting it. He did have Avalon with him, and I do remember Avalon. Didn't stand a chance. He was decimated.
He got his ass destroyed so fast it was not even a match.
Yes, it lasted a little bit. It did. There's no line about that. But Kateska is very popular with the fans. But here's the thing for me personally. As good as he is in the ring, he's young, he looks good, he's got the physique, he's got charisma. We know this. Let me count it off for you. He's got charisma in the ring. It's a babyface charisma that is a bit generic, but it's there. We don't know how he talks on the mic much. Or at all. At least not on Dynamite or Rampage. He don't talk. If he talks on Elevation in the Dark, that's something entirely different. But they don't show it, so we don't know if he's got it. He does have in-ring ability, and he can tell a story. But here's the thing. The same thing that we have for Hito Kushida, for Rio, for Mercury, is the same thing here.
No American character.
Guys, look, I'm not asking for him to sing Red, White, and Blue and talk just like he's from New York City. But there is ways of booking Japanese wrestlers that takes a little bit of themselves in Japanese culture and sprinkle a little bit of American, or you could say European character work, Canadian character work, Spanish character work. It don't make a difference. You can sprinkle a little bit of any of it and then show it to the crowd. That will help to get even more people to like him. Liking him for his in-ring work is fine. But there's going to be a point where he's got to have a damn character that has something that identifies with British, with Canadian, with Mexican, or American. It's needed. And as much as I do like how he works in the ring, it's not enough because every single time when they do this with every wrestler, unless it is like a Ichi, or it's like, I forgot his name, Mirazuki. I'm forgetting his name. It's been a while since I've seen him. But the point is, you can remember them because they've done other stuff outside, and they just have such a distinct character after being in the business for so long, you can't forget them. Maru Suzuki. There you go. I do remember him next to Irishi. I like Irishi. He's just thick and solid. I want to see those two go at each other. I haven't seen it. I would like to see them do it, but you know what I mean. Anyway, next we had, let's talk about the street fight. Was it a good street fight? Yeah. It wasn't bad. Seeing that Josh Woods, who is the former Pure Champion there, working with Nice is fine. But honestly, I don't know anything about Nice much. I don't know much about Josh Woods. And I have no interest at all to watch Rampage. Well, not watch Rampage. To watch Dark and Elevation. I'm sorry. If I know people are going to say, well, you know they're doing great on Elevation and Dark. Do I actually got time to watch Elevation and Dark? Guys, I'm supposed to be doing, understand, next to all the pay-per-views I've done for Ric Flair's last match, for NWA I've done that, for Impact I do that, for WWE I do that, and if I can see another new promotion, I'm expected during the week, I'm supposed to, since Raw has now been changed, I'm gotta figure out if I want to do Raw, do NXT, do SmackDown. On top of that, I gotta be doing Dynamite, Rampage, and Impact Wrestling, and somehow squeeze in that. Have you ever talked about getting burnt out? A lot of people can do that, not me. I'm not gonna go there. So it's up to AEW to make these people mean something. We don't see them often. When was the last time we saw Nice? Well, we have seen Nice a little bit, and we have seen a little bit of Woods now. But everybody else that's popping in and out, we barely see them because they're not on RH.
I think OH will be better for everybody, but no.
Tony's not seen it. What are you making ROH? Another promotion to run. He wants to keep it as a promotion. When the hell is it not? Yep. It's making me angry. I'm sorry, this is making me angry. Look, they lost their chance to be a promotion. They're done. Unless Tony Khan says, I'm restarting ROH as a promotion. He says, we're not going to be doing developmental. We're not going on YouTube. I'm going to get them on TV. That sounds nice. But you are talking about now running 2 freaking promotions. 2. What was the damn budget for ROH? 20, 30, 40 million a year? And what's AEW's budget? 50, 60 million a year? That's a lot of freaking money. And anyone says he's got the money, remember Ted Turner? You want to try that with me? Remember Ted Turner? He had millions upon millions, up to $1 billion. Easily. He had full networks. He had over $1 billion or near $1 billion, just like Vince McMahon. And guess what? He lost. And he lost a good chunk of his money, where the point he had to actually sell it. So don't tell me about Tony. Don't. Running 2 promotions and splitting your time between it is dumb. Now, mind you, what I'm about to talk about is a good thing when it comes to Madison Rain. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I honestly believe that RH should become cannot be a promotion. It needs to be developmental. Close down. I know people are not fond of it. Close on Dark. Close down Elevation. Make them themes on RH. And focus on RH as a developmental. You need it. You need a 3rd show. You don't need how many shows? Rampage, Dynamite, Elevation, Dark, and ROH. 5 shows. It's stupid. That's what the WWE does. Do you want to be the alternative, or do you want to be WWE Tony Khan? It's the reason why Vince is gone. Well, actually it's not, because we know the reason he really left. But you know the reason why Vince's promotion was not doing well for the last decade and a half. Finally, she's here, kids. I believe that'll be the title. She's here, kids. Madison Rain has now appeared in AEW. 17 years in the business. We have last seen, well, if you see my Impact review, she is now going to have a match with Mia Yim. That might be her last match that has been pre-recorded. And now, she's gone to AEW as a trainer. And supposedly she's also going to be working in creative as well. But, since Jade Cargill had called her out, she has now done a match. That means she's going to be in a program with Jade Cargill. And she went with Layla Gray. Finally remember Layla Gray's name. Gorgeous looking woman. But you can see she's a little green because when Madison was doing her work, she was a bit too slow. And that's saying a lot. Look, you can say a lot about Madison Rayne. Madison is not one of the greatest workers. She's a good worker. She's not the greatest. She's a good worker. She is, let's put this in perspective. You got Gail Kim. Overrated, underrated, you can say what you want. Awesome Kong here as well. You got Velvet and Angelina Love. That's right about here. Here to here. This is Madison. Right here. She's somewhere right around here to sometimes can be here, but she's generally here. She's a middle of the road wrestler. Doesn't mean that's bad. Junkyard Dog was a middle of the road wrestler, but he used his charisma to get over. Look at Coco Beware. He was a middle of the road wrestler, but his charisma got him over. Now, when you look at Madison Rayne, does she have charisma? Not much. She's much better as a heel. That's obvious. She's a better heel than she's ever as a face. Sometimes she works well as a face, but she's a way better heel. When she's a heel, sometimes she comes up more than average. That's just me. I'm seeing it objectively, not someone who doesn't like her, who has a grudge against her, who thinks she's ugly, her boobs are too small, or just can't stand she's married to Josh Matthews. It don't make a difference. I'm rating her on the work she did in Impact Wrestling. That's going to be here. And she did go in the Mae Young Classic. She was there as well. So, I see her as, most of the time, middle of the road that can easily jump well above average. Not to the main event, but easily above average that can make a program work. And did she work well with... I will say it was not a bad match. It was short. Hathaway was interested in her for a little bit until he saw that Lena Gray was getting her ass whooped until she finally got her ass whooped. Then we get the Jade Cargill come out, that Miss Solid Meat. That woman, she did not miss ab day. That woman's got better abs than most men. I'm telling you. You think she looks better than most bodybuilders? She looks better than most bodybuilders, men or women. That woman worked her ass off to get those abs after having, I think she's got one daughter. I think one. But honestly, there's going to be a program between her and Madison Rayne. Well, maybe a program, or they're just going to feed her fresh meat. I'm hoping it's a program. I'm not expecting her to win against Jade Cargill. I just don't see Jade dropping that title to a Madison Rayne. I'll be shocked if she did. But maybe, just maybe, there'll be a reason why when they have the match on Wednesday, maybe Madison will, and this is remote, she probably will get her ass whooped, and she'll just be fed to a Jade Cargill that has not been fed to before. But it would be good that there was some type of outside interference that interfered with the match, and Jade could not beat her, or if she had to lose, it was because of something outside as well. That's what I think would be best for Madison Rayne. Do I believe they'll do that? No. I think they'll just feed Madison Rayne to Jade. That's what I think they're going to do. I'm hoping not, because at least then they'll give us something new. And the reason I'm doing it is because, guess what?
Where the hell is Athena?
Unless Athena's been hurt, or she's just relegated to, not Rampage or Dynamite, but what? Dark and Elevation, when they made such a hype for her? Maybe they'll do something with Madison. But I'm just saying, I hope you enjoyed this Rampage review. Please give me a comment below. I should be doing Battle of the Belts 3, if I don't forget. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.